Hello and welcome to the Brazilian BA guest. We have several videos here talking about business analysis. If this is your first time in this channel, take a look around. Take a look at the other videos and you will find something interesting for you. And today I am starting a new series of video with presenters from the BBC, the Building Business Capability Conference, the greatest conference on business analysis that's going to happen in June 2022. And my guest today is someone that's presenting on BBC, Mr. Scott Bennett. Hello, Scott. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me, Fabricio. It's nice to chat with you.
Oh, my pleasure and an honor to have a great YouTuber in my channel. It's a great honor for me. Thank you very much.
Well, thanks for having me. This will be an exciting conversation for us.
Nice. I do have a question for you. The question is, how can BA managers improve the skills of their team?
Yeah, that's a good question. At BBC, I'm going to be presenting a presentation to managers about how they can best work with their team. And one of the topics is around how you can facilitate that learning on your team to increase the skill set on the team. There's really two reasons for it. One is helping the individuals in their career. To me, that's really important as a people manager. But it also benefits the manager and the organization because the better our team, the more capable we are, the better we can do. So to answer your question, how do BA managers improve the skills of their team? For new managers, the typical thought might be, I'm going to send people on a course. That's the traditional training method. More recently, people are taking online courses, but it's not the best way to train your team. The best way I advocate is actually pairing up people on projects. So the richest learning environment for a business analysis professional is working with someone that's got more experience than them. So if you think about a senior business analysis professional with someone who's junior, putting them together gives an opportunity for the two of them to work together. And it's a really, really rich learning environment because the junior person watches and observes the more senior person in not just how they organize things or what they're doing, but when they sit in meetings together, they can observe how are they asking questions? How are they responding to people's reactions? You might have a difficult stakeholder. How are they handling that? It's something that you cannot learn in a course. And it's something where you've got large projects, you need to resource with two people. It's really a free learning environment in situations like that.
As someone who provides courses on business analysis, I must advocate the contrary. Please put your people on courses because that is very important. I'm just kidding. I think that's a great idea, and one does not exclude the other, right? So those are both useful. And
when I teach about woodworking on my YouTube channels, there's two things that I believe make up a skill. One is knowledge, and the other is practice. So if you have knowledge but no practice, you don't have a skill. If you have practice but you don't have the right knowledge, you don't have the right skill. So what you're talking about is taking a course gives you the knowledge. If you've got the practice with the individual, you've now married those two together and you got a skill.
Right. And if you put the right attitude and motivation, you get a competence, right? Perfect. I like it. Scott, I know that your presentation at BBC is managing a business analysis team. Mm-hmm. I believe that improving skills is part of managing. And I just wanted you to give us the topics that are going to be presented and why should people watch that presentation at BBC?
Yeah, so there are a number of different topics in there. One of them is management style. So managing a business analysis team is different than managing a call center team. So it's approaches on how to effectively manage these smart problem-solving thinkers. It requires a certain skill set. So that's one of the topics in there. Another one is how to motivate your team, how to organize the work. If you've got 17 members and you've got all these demands on time, how do you organize that work in an effective way that you as a manager can monitor the work, assign the work? And it might just seem like, hey, so-and-so is available. I got the piece of work, you drop it over there. But you also have to pay attention to your team members, what their needs are. Perhaps someone has an interest in going into a new subject area, or they want to get out of the one they're working in. Those are all complexities that, as a manager, to be effective in your role, you need to understand and figure out how to work on those. So a few of the topics that I'll be touching on in that presentation.
Well, that's going to be great, and I hope to see that soon in June, and between 26 and 30, right? In 2022, we are going to be together at BBC. It will be a pleasure to see you in presence, Scott. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'm really looking forward to this conference. We've been in this pandemic for a couple of years, and conferences haven't really been a thing. So when you're at an in-person conference, you can build those relationships, get to know people. So Fabricio, I'm looking forward to seeing you in person and get to know you more.
Oh, it's going to be very nice. Thank you, Scott.
Thanks, Fabricio.